Hello, hello! Welcome to Draw Tip Tuesday. My name is Koosje Koenen and I'm here to join you on your creative journey. Whatever I publish here on this channel, I really hope that it inspires you or brings you something. It's helpful or at least entertaining. And just so you know, this episode is brought to you by my patrons because they pay a small amount every month to keep me going. So this video is a little gift to you from my patrons. Isn't that nice? Life is better when you draw it and you know it. And if we do it together, it's even more fun. Drawing brings me so much joy. I do it every day. And so I have another sketchbook tour for you. This is the sketchbook. I filled it in December 2024. There's quite some experimentation in it with tools and things. And I will show you by flipping through the pages. This is a Hahnemühle Nostalgie sketchbook, size A5. The paper is heavy enough for wet media, but it's not watercolor paper. And I used a wrapper to create a pouch to put some stuff in, like collage material or other things. As always, I start with my contact details. It's a great way to fill that first page with purpose and to get started in a new sketchbook. Whenever you can draw, do it. So if it's at breakfast, that's your drawing moment. Or maybe in a cafe. Or with a friend like I did here, and we giggled about drawing each other. This is a continuous line drawing of her. I decided to use a limited palette, only yellow and blue watercolor. For this one I googled black and white movies and found some interesting film stills that I used as a reference to draw from. Practicing portraits. This one you might remember from a few weeks ago on Draw Tip Tuesday. And these are done during a mini workshop that I taught online, focused on using a pen for the foreground and then a pencil for the background. And you can really see how when you use gray against a black pen, the background gets toned down and muted back. That was a really fun session. Here I practiced using just watercolor for the background, also to sort of bring it backwards more. And this is all black using a broad pen. Playing with crayons way more than I usually do. And for the background of this portrait, I was actually inspired by a drawing that I saw by Vincent van Gogh. Here I went to a portrait drawing session, and after doing a few portraits in a different sketchbook, I started drawing the room with all the painters in it. Afterwards I went out for a coffee and did another drawing. I also keep rediscovering how much I love playing with colored pencil on top of watercolor. I keep forgetting somehow, so it's great to rediscover over and over. But I also love just black and white, like here. With a little bit of water-soluble pencil, you can get a lot done. More black and white from an I Love Lucy video. Together with my friend Joanna, we used film stills from the Beetlejuice movie. It was challenging and it was fun. Practicing drawing people. For this one, I only brought a few tools with me, and at first I regretted it, but once I was drawing, I actually loved it. I really love the eyes inside of those glasses here. And the limitation of tools made me more creative, which I really like. And sometimes one pencil is all you need. I made a blue layer with gouache and drew on top, but I didn't like the plasticky feel of it. Some bits and bobs. Not the greatest drawings, but just experimenting. The last ones are from Street View World Tour. which I attended, and it was really fun to draw from the reference photos that they provided. That's it. On to the next one. I hope this sketchbook tour was useful. If not, off you go. Draw anyway, right? If you need an assignment for the drawing you're about to make, then pick a tool that you don't use very often. See why it has been collecting dust over time because you haven't used it. Maybe it's because it's just not your thing and you might be ready to let go of it and give it to someone who might be really happy with it. Or you might discover or rediscover that it's actually a very exciting tool because you have developed, your style has developed, and maybe this tool fits right in. So go and experiment. Don't be afraid to make a mess, because you will make a mess. It will be messy and confusing maybe even, but that's all part of the process and it's just paper. You can do this. Just have fun. Don't worry about the outcome. Just enjoy the process and embrace the messiness. Next week I will be back with another Draw Tip Tuesday and I can't wait to see you again. Bye! Just one more thing before you go. Did you know that I actually wrote a book that's called Life is Better When You Draw It? You can still buy that. I will share the link below this video so you can find it and order it so you can get your own copy and get more inspiration. Ciao!